have
a little balance.
So just we have point counterpoint.
Mike's a very funny comic who stars in this, and I think Amber Nelson's a very talented.
I'm by the way,
a funny comic who would be in this piece of shit.
I'm a little.
I'm not attacking anybody's comedy. This product right here is awful.
Okay,
so.
I'm not attacking Mike Kaplan or Amber Nelson's comedy. I'm attacking the rest of their comedy. All right, I hope that's very clear.
The comedy
very
sucks, and you're part of this garbage hunk of shit. I'm just kidding.
So all right, so what this is a video
this.
on YouTube that they put out called "How to Not Rape." And it is supposed to be an instructional guide on how to not rape.
You think that would be like on Funny or Die or something?
Yeah.
You know, how to not rape, and it'd be like a goof or something.
Some sort of funny.
This
This is
is absolutely
serious.
serious.
You know,
by the way,
guys,
Lewis found this video because he was Googling how to not rape. I have a serious problem.
I was gonna say, guys, when I'm on the
And
Oddball
I
tour,
need to know how to not rape. And I get this joke.
and then you find out
That's what I get.
you get how to not, and it fills in rape for you. You're like, oh, look at that! I'm not the first person who's wondered this.
So they did this video. Now here's the thing: it's in the same vein. If you guys remember, Chris Rock had how to not get your ass beat by the police.
Yeah.
One of the most brilliant sketches I've ever seen in my
Amazing
entire
sketch.
life. Hilarious, makes great points. This was, I think they were trying to go for that. This was in the same
Is
vein.
it shot in the style of it?
No.
So they weren't like trying
Lewis
to
is just
cop.
making comparisons.
They do
I don't
some
think they're
they do
okay
some
for it.
sketchy stuff, like sketch
Okay,
stuff.
but I'm
as
saying
well.
this wasn't a thing where it's like, let's make a video like that.
No.
Okay,
But
I
it
got
definitely it's the same. It's in the
Sure.
same vein. All right, so play the video.
It's an instructional video that we hope will help you not rape people.
Some people wake up every morning planning to rape people. This video is not for them.
And if you know one of these people,
Wow,
call
pause
the
it.
police.
That poor guy who got cast as the rapist.
As the rapist.
It's Lucas
yes.
Connolly. He's a comic, and yeah, I mean,
So if he thinks him with a knife in his hand makes him rapist,
yeah.
good lord. This is already. This is not meant to be funny. Are they going to say it was meant to be
Well,
funny?
this is meant to be funny. No, the message isn't meant to be funny.
No, him being the weird guy is meant to be funny. But the point of some people wake up every day looking to rape. For them, if you know them, call the cops. It's like, hey, first off, dummy, that person doesn't even rapists, I don't think, wake up every day thinking about
Yeah,
rape.
and also there's a rule in the hood: snitches get stitches. I'm not calling the cops on anybody. Maybe corporate at 7-Eleven.
And by the way, you also need some evidence when you call the cops. You can't just be like, officer, this guy thinks about rape every day when he wakes up.
Oh, who doesn't think about rape every day when they wake up?
Lewis, as your lawyer, I'd say, please shush.
I think what they wanted to do is get the rapey stuff out of the
Yes.
way.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, this is rape. It's crazy guy's got a knife, and that's right. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about
Yes.
every other instance.
Yeah, we're talking about dudes,
that we think
just in
is
general.
rape.
You saw this-
And
you
it's
saw this
pretty-
already?
Yeah.
I showed it to
And
him before
it's
the show.
pretty much just guys being guys, and that's rape. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, play the video. Also, have you ever jerked off to rape porn?
By the way, can I just tell you the
I have.
the blog post coming up in your future, Anthony?
Yeah.
Is the Anthony says rape is guys being guys.
Right, guys being guys.
well,
So-
it is a quote.
but I didn't include rape in there.
that's true.
I
You did
just
not.
includes their version of something.
I mean, I've heard about this. And I said Christine was pretty like this is pretty awful.
All right, okay.
It gets worse.
If you
and
know
worse.
one of these people, call the police.
This video is for me and you. People who love to fuck, but who don't want to rape or make anyone feel like they've been raped.
Sometimes two people can have sex and one person thinks it's cool and the other person feels
Oh yeah,
raped.
the girl thinks
Even
it's
though
cool,
the
and
first
the other
person
guy
has no
feels
raping
raped.
intentions.
Kind of
Can you
like
pause it for a
What
second?
was that?
I'm sorry to just break it down. But how much have they already kind of set the table for what a flawed argument it's going to be? It's kind of like, hey, we're just people who love to fuck but don't want to rape anybody or make anyone feel like they've been raped. Like just equating those two things. Like raping somebody or you feel like, I'm sorry, there's a difference between actually having a violent crime happen to you and feeling like a violent. Like I could be like, I feel like I was held at gunpoint earlier. I wasn't, but I feel that way. It's like, oh, well, it either happened or it didn't.
Yeah.
And so all that it starts, we're just people who love to fuck that don't want to rape. You mean everybody, except for a tiny violent percentage of the population. So it's just like pandery. Ugh.
Can we move a little forward in this where we just were for a second? Because I want to say the message falls apart for me. Move a little more forward. Yeah, right there. I mean, if you say a girl in traditional Japanese garb isn't asking to be raped, then I don't know. I don't even know if I'm getting the message from this video. I mean, I'm just saying, like, ladies, if I could say how not to be raped, simply don't dress in traditional Japanese garb.
This guy, who took his girlfriend on a roller coaster. He assured her it would be fine.
By the way, she's having fun.
She still throws up every time she thinks about it.
Most people know rape is sex without consent.
Can you actually? I'm sorry. Just bring that back because it's really. I think we missed it the way we cut it up, and it's such a. It's amazing that they make this point.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. And by the way, they show a picture, as Lewis points out, of a girl who seems to be having fun. They couldn't even find a video of a girl who's not.
I make no more of a pleasant face than her on a roller coaster because part of it is kind of you're like, oh god,
Ooh, it feels like rape.
Oh, get your hand off my neck.
I do not consent to be on this ride.
I'm not even lying. But this is. I'm glad they make this.
No,
point.
please no.
Please stop. Put on a condom and leave.
Please keep your hands and feet inside the rape at all times and enjoy yourself.
Please don't finish it.
Even though the first person has no raping intentions. Kind of like this guy who took his girlfriend on a roller coaster.
Good intentions.
He assured her it would be fine.
Having a footage of
she
Big J on the
still
roller coaster.
rose up every time.
Pause it again. I know. I don't. How did that guy fit on the roller coaster? And I have a problem with it. Yes. One, she is absolutely.
Look at her face.
I mean, she's absolutely enjoying herself.
Yeah.
And
She's loving it.
And two, it's like this guy bullies her to get on this ride. With
keep it
good-
on her face.
By good intentions,
And then-
by spending $140 on a ticket to Six Flags, waiting in a fucking 3-hour line just to have a few seconds of enjoyment with his best gal.
And remember to pick up your picture of the rape later on at the kiosk by the gift shop.
But here is, by the way,
If I'm gonna feel bad, if you don't want to fucking compound the problem here with body shaming, Anne, why does she have roles when she's in the most least fat looking position? There you go.
That's the best.
She's having such a fucking good time right
having
now.
a blast.
But can I also say, on top of this,
She
it's
asked
like-
for that roller coaster ride.
It's okay. It's
Look
hilarious.
how she's dressed. Of course she wants
that-
to get on a roller coaster.
It's hilarious that they couldn't find a video of someone not enjoying a
Yeah.
roller coaster.
Or just
Number one,
pick a
'cause there's
different
so-
analogy, you morons.
By the way, if you
Right?
just Google someone not enjoying a roller coaster,
You
you
will
will
get
find tons of
800
videos
videos.
of people hating them. But on
Yes.
top of that,
Get a woman crying on a roller
Dude,
coaster right now. I guarantee we can
but
find
just
it.
besides that, this is actually an argument. This isn't a joke. They're making the argument. They're comparing rape to if you got on a roller coaster and didn't like it. So you voluntarily agree to something, but it's not fun, and then you can say afterward, "That's
By the way, you're
forced
not
on a
allowed.
roller
Like,
coaster."
let me. You're not allowed to
Holy
say, "Let me
shit.
off."
Holy shit!
Dave Lewis, this video is.
Look, this is perfect.
That's right.
She looks
How
like
would
she's
they not
being
use
raped.
this?
Look, that's a girl being raped right there.
Please stop. I have a family. Oh God. Oh God, my husband's not going to want to be with me anymore. Okay. Oh God. Oh, this is so bad. Please just finish.
Dude, they were using that video.
Oh, wait. It's a pretty big dick. It's a pretty big dick you got there. I hate that I'm loving it. I hate that I'm loving it. I hate that. At the end of this roller coaster, she's going to kill herself.
If they had chosen that video, we all would have watched it. God, that was a powerful video.
That is,
pretty bad.
terrible rape.
That's amazing when that happens. Are we not locking these people up?
You show a video of a woman enjoying herself on a roller coaster. But you know what the problem is? This video is for us.
Yeah.
People who like to fuck but hate roller coasters.
All right, play the video. Play the video.
shit.
Assured her it would be fine, but she still rose up every time she thinks about it.
Most people know rape is sex without consent. And most
Shut up,
people
rapist.
think
Can we get a warning?
Holy
Can we get a warning?
what the fuck is that?
Rape! Rape! Rape!
That is
Oh shit, we're in the upside down.
This video is so stupid. I don't get. Go!
I just don't feel like they're making any good points. No! No!
Whatever you want, you're right.
Now I understand what those women have been through.
that guy's got something.
No, it's Victor Vernado, who's a comic, who's funny and a cool guy.
Nah, it's Vicky. He's a good guy.
Absolutely cool.
But
guy.
he is a
Bad
black,
project.
He's a black albino, and I feel like they should have like the same way they have like warnings on like where it'll say rated R. There's gonna be nudity or graphic violence. There
should be a black albino warning. BA.
A nice.
This movie is rated BA. It's TVMA because there's N, V, AC, and BA.
Shouldn't he
This
cancel
film is
him?
rated R for strong sexual content, nudity, and of course, black albino.
Black albino, black albino, adult situation.
Shit, dude. This is the Red Band trailer.
Go! I had a kid in the room.
A black albino should cancel himself out like antimatter. It doesn't matter. Shouldn't it just like he should just cease to exist?
He's a black hole.
Yes. He just cancels himself
He's a
out.
wormhole.
He never existed.
That's great. He's a wormhole.
By the way, if I had to guess his name, it would be Wormhole.
Hey, wormhole.
Hey, Wormhole,
Oh.
give me a beer.
God damn,
really
that's
fucking
an
hilarious.
odd gentleman.
Yeah. Victor's. He's got
I mean, he
he's
knows
got an
it,
odd look.
right? He has to have a mirror.
better know.
Smart, but listen. Very funny. He said very cool. Very smart guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I feel bad. I almost wish he was here so I could do this to his face.
Of course. Yeah.
But he's
It'd be
not, so I'll
hilarious.
continue.
He's not. So let's just finish piling it on while he's not here.
And most people think they know what consent is.
Consent is.
Mike Kaplan doesn't
when
know.
she doesn't say no. Here's the best
But
definition.
pause it again. I'm sorry. They're about to define it themselves.
Yes.
So I'm saying when you go, most people don't know. You're just going, but I happen to
They
know. These
know.
5 people
That is,
know.
Jay,
That's
that is
the
the tone
mindset.
of the entire video. It's most people
Okay,
don't know.
Jay.
It's Caitlin Bailey telling me how I'm allowed to have a hookup. Like,
It doesn't even
thank you, Caitlin, for your information.
Appreciate it, Caitlin. Dude, it gets so this isn't even close to the worst that it's been.
Oh, really?
So
It gets so much
If
worse.
you think this is bad, it
hasn't
like,
even touched on what's
every
bad about
minute
it.
is worse than the last minute.
yeah.
All right, go. Continue.
Here's the best definition we could find.
Consent is when someone voluntarily agrees to have sex with you.
Can you just pause
all
it,
I
by the
need-
way? They go, nobody knows what consent is, and then give a definition of consent that anybody could have come up with, by the way. Consent is when you have voluntary sex. Oh, but
Consent
that's what
means-
everyone
Back
thought
up!
it
I'm
was.
trying to write it down.
Consent means when someone consents.
I'm tattooing this on my inner eyelids.
So anytime I have the urge to rape, I can just close my eyes. They go, wait, now I
Think,
know.
Jay. Oh wait, this woman's not
Like,
voluntarily consenting.
just ask yourself throughout this video, because clearly, they're being goofy to be funny at parts, but they're making a serious message. Who is this for? They start by going, this isn't for the rapist. You're like,
Right.
who watched this and got something out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
Only
that's what
rapists.
consent is. Okay. Now I
What,
get
what if this video did actually prevent a few rapes? Like some dude was about to rape a chick. He was like, you know what?
I still don't
I
think
can
it's
give you.
worth
I can
it.
give. I can give.
Still,
I can give you an every
it's so
2
bad.
minutes on the 2 minutes proof that it's not.
yeah. All right, continue.
I'd rape
Do
to
is
spite
make
the
sure
video.
someone wants to have sex with me. Like this girl.
Actually, she may be too drunk to consent.
Pause it. That girl wants dick. Are you out of your mind? Did you see the way she was drunk dancing? in
First
front
of all,
of them?
she's standing. Right there.
She's
You're not
dancing.
too drunk. Yeah, you're
She's in her best.
Exhibit A,
In her best
girl.
white girl rhythm.
fine.
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, at what point are you at a club and you're dancing and drinking and you're all
Yeah.
doing that and you go, all right, we're fucking two consenting adults.
Breathalyzer. What do
Never.
you got to bring along with you?
That never happens.
But, and this
Never.
is the
Right.
this is the shit
It
that they'll
never
never
happens.
answer for, and no, they never give.
I'm
a
like,
good
I got that breathalyzer app. Here, blow on this. Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Just put your dick in her mouth.
That is rape.
There you go. There you go. Go, sweetie. You're too drunk for this. Oh, you just blow a.
You should leave.
You just blew a 1.0. Get out of here. Get out of here, you scamp. Spit in my hand and beat it.
Just oh fuck! I'm gonna have to do a field sobriety test. Get on all fours.
Sure. All right, so play it. Good.
I've lucked out, man, that I've never fucked a chick who was at the after it was like I was like,
Did I rape
did we
you?
fuck?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
one girl asked me if we had sex, and we didn't.
Yeah.
Which I was very happy because like it was literally friends coming in and being like, dude, I think she's like unconscious, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, they were like, yeah, and I was like, oh, okay.
You
'Cause
never
she
fucked
wasn't.
a drunk chick?
Uh,
Just like a drunk chick?
not like eyes
I've
fluttering.
fucked so
I
many
fucked
drunk
all my
chicks.
20s. I would just get drunk and fuck.
But by the way, this is the thing they're not saying about that scenario.
That was my whole life.
But when that guy's dancing with the girl, by the way when people really hook up in real life, it's not a drunk dancing girl and a guy going, "Hey, I'm completely sober. Is this scenario okay?" It's like he's drunk too.
Well,
and
what
you're
they'll tell you
dancing,
is,
and we're all in
this
this
is one of the
fucking thing
dumbest
together.
arguments that I hear from like
Like, I don't
feminists
know.
when people bring that up. They'll go, "Oh, but a guy can handle more alcohol." Like, but what if I had 5 more drinks than her?
Which I did.
The level-
I snuck 5 shots at the bar. Every time I order her
by
one,
the-
I order me 3.
But-
I already accounted for
By
that.
the way, to play devil's advocate on it though, like there's also probably predatorish guys who go stone
Yes.
sober and wait for a girl to get
Yes.
like obliterated drunk and
Of
do
course,
that.
there are those guys. Yes,
but
there
two
are
people
guys.
dancing, having a good time, and like deciding to hook
Look,
up.
dude,
is-
here's the fucking
seems
truth, right? Every one of us in our fucking 20s would go to a bar, wait till last call, and then you all look around the
I
room.
didn't do that.
And you try to fuck the ugliest chick in the room. That is,
I didn't
it was
do
a
that.
game we would play.
I didn't do that, but I
It
wouldn't
wasn't
say
really a
I'd be
game any
above
of us
that.
played. You played a game?
I'm not saying I wouldn't have done. I just didn't do that. It's
called trying to get
We called it Red Rover.
Oh man.
Sorry, play,
It's
play,
called Ding Dong, fat bitch.
Well, I'm sorry. My fuck.
play the video.
It was
Come
so
on.
good in my head.
Actually, she may be too drunk to consent. When someone is inebriated,
Yeah, that's the textbook answer. But
Oh,
let's
Allison's so
talk about the
cool. She
real
jumped
world.
in.
Text.
Hold on, wait. Take this. Just hear Allison's thing because it's so funny what Allison says. I love this. This really breaks down how fucking pretentious these fucking chicks are. So here's Allison. Okay.
inebriated.
Yeah, that's the textbook answer. But let's talk about the real world because shit happens.
Pause. So you're like, oh, thanks, Allison. Thanks for being the
Hold
cool
on. Don't
professor
pause
with
it on
us.
Victor Vernado.
Sorry.
Bring it back. I feel genuinely bad about doing that. I do like Victor.
So, but
it really is. I mean, he's a black albino. I mean, he gets cast to play a freakish black albino.
He was in a
character in
movie
everything.
as
End of Days.
Hell. Like he was hell personified in a movie, and they didn't use makeup. They were like, "Dude, just stand there."
True
We're
story.
gonna put a red light on you.
They put dreadlocks on him.
I feel
and
like
had him
even
on a subway.
if you asked the most hardcore religious people, you were like, we're trying to make hell for a movie. What do you think about a black albino? They'd be like, that's exactly what God had in mind when he agreed. No, Allison comes in and she goes, well, that's the textbook definition, but this is the real world. So she just gets to change what in her mind is the textbook definition. And you're like, what textbook are you talking about?
Yeah.
No one's serious.
The How to Not Rape Handbook? You never got
only
it?
Feminist
I read the Cliff
propaganda
Notes.
says this. Nobody thinks drunk sex is rape, or 80% of the population.
I just read the
male
first
and
page
female,
and the last page.
Are rapists.
Yeah, drunk sex.
All right, play the because we're 1 minute into this video. We're gonna take forever doing this.
Let's talk about the real world because shit happens.
My personal rule is that when I meet a girl for the first time and we get drunk and go home together, I don't have sex with her that
Pause it.
night.
I'm sorry, dude. We have to. You cannot just come up like completely casual. Like, here's how I handle it when
Here's
pussy's
how I
thrown
do
my
it.
way.
Hold on.
I just got-
Please give me advice on how to get pussy, Victor Vernado.
Guys, when it's raining gash in old Victor land, let me tell you how I dance around.
First thing we do is make sure her guide dog is out back.
Because my building doesn't even let in service pets.
So first thing I do is I say, "Hey, baby, why are you burning out your eyeballs with acid? What's going on with you, babe?"
Why are you penning a suicide note while putting a condom on?
Oh, shit, dude. It's just so funny.
Oh, but what he says here is great. Play it.
Yeah. A friend to come over to unscrew all
My
the light
personal rule
bulbs.
is that when I meet a girl for the first time and we get drunk and go home together, I don't have sex with her that night. I wait until the next morning to see if she still wants to get down. Yeah,
You just bring
it's a
some
lot
chick over
harder
to
fuck
sleep?
through morning breath, but at least I'm not raping.
Yes, morning breath is the problem, Victor. That's the issue.
How about sunlight? He just wakes up and he goes, what time is it?
Oh my god, I was so drunk. I was so drunk last night. I remembered it was bad, but I couldn't have imagined.
He's just under the covers like, you want to stay and fuck? I'm sorry. You want to stay and fuck? He's like, smoke. Oh, shit. That's fucking hilarious. He goes, boop, boop, boop. Clean, close the blinds.
Holy shit. All right, continue.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to fuck through morning breath, but at least I'm not raping.
But of course, people are still going to have drunk sex.
Just know that it's a risk.
I've had drunk sex and it's been fine, and I've had drunk sex where I felt raped. It's complicated.
It's pause. So they're not. She doesn't even offer anything about what. It's complicated. I've had drunk sex, so it's just whatever I decide. It feels it, but it's complicated. What's complicated? Isn't that what this video should be about, Caitlin? Like, what are you saying?
What that tells me is the drinking has nothing to do with rape.
Exactly.
If she was drunk and had good sex and drunk and had rapey sex.
With a rapist.
Yes.
If you get
you're
drunk
gonna
as fuck a
drink
rapist,
with
that's
a
probably going to go
rapist,
haywire.
There you go. Then
But if you just get drunk and fuck some guy you want to fuck while you're drunk,
But I was talking to Dave about this earlier today. It's like I don't think I've ever just hooked up with a chick. Every time I fuck the chick, after I come,
you fight her.
No, I immediately feel regret. Like every time, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking catch a
Not
disease.
every, but in your life, I mean, like
a lot.
Sure, me too.
I wouldn't say every time, but there's lots of hookups.
What I'm saying during a hookup.
Lots of hookups. I regret.
During a hookup.
Coincidentally, so do the girls.
But every time I come, I go, I was like, I shouldn't have fucking fucked that. Maybe I didn't use a condom or whatever it was. Like, I should have fucked another. I felt pressured. Whatever it is.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
What do I do now?
But now it's like, am I going? Did this girl do anything fucking? You know how many times have girls just grab my dick in clubs and I've been drunk and I was like,
No,
oh, that
Louis.
made my dick.
How many?
A lot.
Really?
A lot.
I mean, yeah, dude.
A lot.
You guys get your dick grabbed a ton by girls?
I've had girls grab my dick multiple
In
times.
life, like
I've
10
literally
times.
told girls I don't want to hook up with. Like, I'm not
They're
interested.
drunk and they're grabbing each other's dicks all night. And they're just like, dude, this chick's grabbing my dick. Yeah, mine too. All night.
Dude, mine was tall and skinny.
Every
Was yours Puerto Rican?
Every chick I talk to, I feel a hand grab my dick.
Dave, I can't believe you keep hooking up with these Puerto Rican chicks every night.
Because she's kind of muscly, but she's hot.
This must be some fucking club you guys are going.
You've never had a girl grab your dick at a club?
No, not at a club. No, not like
Really?
You know, if I, not just out of the fucking blue. Like if you go with a girl and you start getting a little hammered.
No,
and
I've
she
had
wants to
girls
grab
come
your
up
dick.
to me. I mean,
Dude,
plenty
here's
of
what's so
times.
crazy about
Plenty
these
of
girls
times.
who are making these videos, by the way, and people who know them personally know this. They're such hypocrites about the way they conduct their personal life compared to what they say in public.
100%.
It's like the idea that they all go, and this is just real hookup stuff, not the bullshit textbook. Like, am I allowed to touch your breast now?
God.
These, if you go home with a chick who's like, hey, we want to go have a one night stand, we're drinking, and you know, adults who drink make a decision to go, we're gonna go and fuck, and then you go, hey, I don't want to fuck tonight. I want to just wait till tomorrow to see if you're still into it.
Oh,
Girls will
God.
go, are you a fucking faggot?
Yeah.
That would literally be the response of
Hold on,
90%
Michael,
I'll
of
be over
women.
here knuckling my bean while you're fucking queefing
Are you
off in
kidding
the
me?
corner.
Hold on, I need to
Drunk and
take a
in the
bottle of
mood.
water to throw it into my pussy because it dried up completely.
Like, they go, I'm drunk and in the mood. I don't want to fucking have morning sex
Yeah.
with you tomorrow. I went out and got drunk because we're adults who decided to hook up.
Yeah.
Like, since when? And then, I mean, Caitlin gives more advice.
And
if you wanna play
95,
it.
by the way, 95% of people agree with this. 95% of people have this attitude.
Oh,
It's
by
like,
the way,
yeah, we're all
behind
adults. Who
closed
gives a
doors,
shit?
when they're not being bullied by the feminists who like lead the charge, like the Facebook warriors, when they're not being bullied like this, even women who consider themselves feminists, you have this conversation with them, they go,
100%.
Of course, you're
Imagine
right.
it's the morning and you fucking there. Hey, how do you like your eggs? Fertilize, you fag. What did you do last night? Nothing. Cooking a breakfast like a gentleman. Fuck you.
Fuck, all right, play the video. Play
Just
the video.
err on the side of caution.
But we're not saying drunk sex can't be hella fun.
Hella fun.
Someone can choose to get too drunk to give legal consent.
But if you get someone drunk or drug them, then they definitely can't consent.
By the way, the chick in the
There's
red
a
shirt has
clear-
never had sex with anybody ever.
From what I understand, it's pretty difficult.
Lily.
There's been some novels that I've read that have gotten pretty racy. It seems like in old times they didn't even have to ask; they just grab and take. And then I read a more modern novel, and it seems like the women want to sleep with 007.
Once my prostate was milked.
Is that Joe List? I thought that was Joe List for the first 20 minutes.
All right, play.
To give legal consent.
But if you get someone drunk or drug them, then they definitely can't consent.
There's a clear difference between giving your friends drugs and drugging your friends.
I don't agree with any of that.
Okay, Caitlin, is there a difference?
Bullshit.
Is there a difference between doing drugs with someone and drugging somebody?
It's called a fucking surprise, Caitlin. You never had a
I
surprise?
was trying to bro out with you.
Happy birthday. Fine, you ruined it.
Enjoy the trip. I'll see you tomorrow on the other side.
There you go.
So drug your
Drugging your friends. Even if someone says the word yes, even if they say, I want to ride you all night long, you honey bunny, they still may not be giving consent.
What?
Pause, dude. It really. I can't tell you how much
I don't
about
know
it.
her
Just so
comedy
people
at all.
know, if you don't know her comedy at all, Amber Nelson is an incredibly talented
She's really
comedian.
funny.
She's really, really good.
Yeah,
it drives
Christine's,
me fucking
a fan of
crazy.
hers.
It drives me fucking crazy that she said by far in this video.
That's the dumbest
stupidest
line of the
thing
video.
that's said in the entire
Well,
fucking
there's
video.
two. Wait till the
No, but
mind reading part.
that is a girl could say, "Hey, come over here and fuck me all night long," and well, I don't know why a man would think that's permission to fuck her.
Yeah.
because
Well, I'll tell you what. In her defense, if a girl ever said to me, "I want to ride you all night long, honey bunny," I wouldn't fuck her anyway.
Yeah, that's probably an
I'm not gonna
issue.
fuck her because she's in my grandma's senior citizen home.
How do you?
Ooh, honey bunny. You want to get up in here? I want to ride you all night long, baby doll. You ready for what's about to happen to you?
All right, continue.
Consent.
That's fucked up.
Get over it. Here's a quick checklist.
Oh,
Are they old enough to consent?
Anthony.
I really want to have sex with you.
all right.
If the answer is no, don't have sex with them.
Are they afraid of you?
This is my favorite part.
Want to go have sex?
I just saw this guy get in a fight over me at a bar. What if I say no to him and he freaks out like that?
How did I know she was thinking that? I
Pause
don't
it
rape.
for a second. All right, Lewis is a rapist. If
Hold on,
every
no.
time
By
if every
that
time you fight a
standard-
guy in a bar, you're automatically raping the chick.
By
who
the
says yes.
standard of is the
I know.
girl afraid of me, then yes, I've raped 1,000
Yes.
times.
Have I been screaming in her face?
But look, but again,
Of course she's afraid of me. Look at me.
what's dangerous? Who edited? Because there's such danger in these messages.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
What I'm
That's
saying,
the
it's
problem.
It's
It's a dangerous
that's a
message.
ridiculous thing to say there because you go, why? It's like you're implying that I just watched this guy get into a fight at a bar over me. Like, where are they saying they're at? Like back in you went back to his apartment
There's
after
back-
they're already
yeah,
gone?
that's like.
It's like, why'd you go back with him? Like, why? If you got in a
Yeah,
fight with you at
yeah,
the bar, why
that
don't you
was
be
the
like,
problem.
this is not my thing. I don't want to take this any further.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to leave a public place without him.
You can't. Hold on. Here's the thing. If you are fucking afraid of somebody, don't fuck them. And if you do, you fucked up. You didn't get raped. You fucked up.
You can't. I'm sorry. This is where we're not going to nerf the entire
I'm not saying
world.
the guy pulls a
you
gun
can't
on
go
a
along.
chick.
You can't just say my emotions are reality. I felt like I was raped. I can't just walk down the street. Every homeless guy who asks you for money by this logic, you could prosecute for robbery because you go, I don't know, a dirty, smelly man came
I
up
was
and asked me for
terrified.
money. I was scared.
couldn't
I
say
thought
no.
if I said no, he would do something. I mean, it's just a ridiculous standard, and they put it out there like
You know what I do when a
giving you
homeless man
something-
asks me for money?
some information.
I rape him.
Right. Yeah, future.
Every time. I got.
Lewis touched my face with his dick cantaloupe the other day.
Wow.
I technically raped you. You didn't give me permission.
You're absolutely right.
But
Someone
isn't
get
it
my-
possible-
get
And
my
you were
Kaplan-
drunk. And you were drunk.
Get my Kaplan on the horn.
But can't there be a healthy middle ground? Like, can't I disagree with this video completely and still feel like Lewis face raped you?
No.
No?
No. It's very black and white.
I have to pick a side?
Go.
You gotta pick a side.
How did I know she was thinking that? I don't want to rape nobody.
The only way to know is to communicate.
It may seem like overkill, but why not just say out loud, hey, I'm completely fine with not having sex with you right now.
Pause it.
What?
Pause it again. You know what? I take it back. Amber Nelson didn't say the dumbest thing
Can
in
you
the video.
imagine?
Can you? I joked around this with the girl who I watched this with, where I was like, "Would you? Is there anything that could offend you more than if before we were about to have sex, I said, hey, just so you know, I'm completely fine with not having sex with you right now."
Dave has a female hand puppet.
Go back to the video page. Take a show.
I totally want to suck your
Like that's,
dick.
but that's really
Yes,
what
Dave,
women
that
want to
seems
hear.
very reasonable. But all men might not think exactly like you.
It's
is that-
okay to say that? Not if
the
you still
idea-
want to have sex, because the second you say it, she's gonna be like, "Oh, what's the matter? Either you got a fucking limp dick, or you
But no,
you
but
find
here's
me
the thing.
disgusting, or
And by the way, I don't even.
I'll be body shamed if
won't
I don't rape.
Body
Let me say
shamed.
this: I don't even care. Like, fine, if you feel as if that's the way you want to communicate, that's fine. But most people, most women, don't want to be fucked that way. Most women want to have passionate sex. They want to go home, open the door, fucking go roll
The girl
around in
literally
the
told
bed.
me, she said what she wants to hear before she has sex with someone is like, I
You have
need
no
you.
choice.
Because you're no, but she wants to hear like a girl wants to know that. Look, if it. And guys know this. Anytime you're not interested in fucking a girl, it fucks with them.
Yeah.
Because girls are so used to it being a given that you want to fuck, and they're like deciding when and where you can.
Yeah.
If a girl goes back, the idea that she wants to wait till tomorrow, and then you go like, "Hey, we don't have to do this if you want to do this, and I just want to make sure you're fine." And this is great. As Lewis said, the vast majority. I'm not saying majority.
There are some
51%. The vast majority don't want to be fucked that
it's
way.
okay if you don't want to have sex, and that leads her to go like, "Oh yeah, we don't have to. Yeah, I guess you don't want to."
Yeah.
What a fucking dumb thing.
And by the way, every dude in this fucking video are just dudes who don't ever get fucking laid.
Well, that's why it's so annoying. They go, you know what I do on one night stands is I just let the girl sleep and don't even fucking.
You've never had a one night
you know
stand.
what, dude? When I do it, I'm gonna fuck her. Sorry, because that's kind of the whole point.
But
so
by the
I'm
way,
gonna do that.
But by the way, I've said that actually and meant it. If I really meant like a thing, I was like, it's like you know, if I'm doing someone a favor or something like that, like. I mean, like, I don't think. I mean, like, I didn't think I had to, but even after like Kurt and Jessica Delfino broke up, like, I let her crash in my hotel room in Montreal, and like, I didn't want to fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that was the thing. And I even said, I was like, yeah, don't think you have to like. I'm not inviting you up to do anything, but you can't like. You're looking for a place to stay.
Yeah.
I'm not a stranger, at least. You know, I had an extra bed, so it was like, you know what I mean?
Of
like,
course.
I'm not saying I wouldn't say those
This
words.
doesn't end in rape. I don't know why.
And by the way, I'm also not saying that women shouldn't be conscious and shouldn't be talking about sexual assault. That's a real fucking thing. If I had a daughter, I would be having a legitimate conversation about how to protect herself and how to watch out for fucking people. The answer isn't men. All men are rapists, and men shouldn't rape. That's
well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be told by some open mic chick comics that. Oh! I'm sorry. I'm not going to be told to them that it's literally what leftists, what liberals want white men, how they want them to act in politics now. They're saying we have to act that way in hookup culture, which is basically you have to be a little bitch, is what they're saying. You can't be a man anymore. I have to sit there and go, hey, I know my narrative's been overrepresented, but here's my opinion on the subject. Or I have to go, hey, can we hook up? I'd like to touch your vagina now. Is that okay with you? But if you don't want me to touch your vagina, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
Touching
Fuck
me,
you.
I'm not. Stop me.
So basically, I'm a rapist because I'm not a bitch. Yeah. All of these guys, if any dudes who grew up together who are having a conversation and some guy said that to them, they go, you know, on a one night stand, I just let the woman sleep, and then in the morning I see if she wants to have sex. You go, okay, you're a bitch.
Yeah, you're a bitch,
I don't know what to tell you.
Or
that's the guy.
You're a black
that.
albino with a lazy eye. In fairness.
Wait, hold on. Let me just spell out bitch. Black. That doesn't work. All right, I have to do it. If that lined up, it would have been the greatest thing.
Harambe wouldn't ask.
Go back to the fucking laundromat open mic, you gash. I'm true with it.
All right, finish the video.
Your potential partner an easy out.
That could ruin the mood, we know. But it's better than someone feeling raped.
I just realized, though, Mark Norman and Joe List should go out for Halloween as Allison Klemp and the Joe List girl.
Remember, anyone can withdraw consent at any time. If you keep going and then someone wants you to stop,
now you're raping someone. Some examples.
You could be having great sex, but did something that hurt them on accident, and now they want to stop.
Maybe you grabbed her arm and she's got a fucking bruise on it.
You could have misinterpreted something.
If you don't have a safe word, words like no and stop and slow down.
I hate that condescending.
Really mean.
No, stop, and slow down. Ignore those words, and now you're raping.
Why?
It looks like he's about to like burn the film with his vision. Like,
no, you're raping.
Point made.
Now you're raping.
Now we're talking rape.
Oh my God.
If it's getting good and you decide to pull off the condom in the middle and they didn't agree to raw dog it, you are raping.
If someone feels raped, then they were
Who
raped.
doesn't pull off the condom?
Well, actually,
it's not a good thing to do.
But you know what? It's
not gentlemanly.
It's the. Let me tell you something. If I'm fucking you with the condom, this condom is coming off at some point. You should know that. But
I'm suggesting it at least 100
By the way,
times.
this is what's stupid is that they end up saying something factual, which is just wrong. To just say that's rape. This is the thing they won't admit is that in every one of these situations, getting a girl drunk, what she said to you, there's nuance. And it's a case-by-case basis. And there's little things like, no, if you're fucking a girl with a condom and it starts by going, we should use a condom, and ends up in raw sex, that doesn't mean it's rape. You could have pulled it off. She saw you. She gave you a look. There's all this nuance. Now, yes, if she doesn't know and you do it sneakily, that's something fucked up.
Of course.
But
isn't it a shame, though, that in reality, we have to disclaim the fact that through all these jokes and all these things, like, no one here is pro or for rapists getting away with it, or raping.
If you rape somebody,
doesn't go unsaid.
You should be locked in a fucking cage.
Sure,
that's it.
Dude, me and Lewis broke up a fucking dude who was trying to pick up some chick once at Stand Up New York back in the day. We are the type of guys. I talked about this on my podcast. I had Chris from High Society on, and we were talking about like we're the type of guys. We're like Brooklyn knucklehead guys. We're the guys who like if some chick close to us accused someone of rape, we go beat the shit out of that guy. Like we got no one more than guys wants to fuck that guy up.
If I saw a dude pulling a girl into an alleyway, I'm the guy to fucking go and punch that guy in the fucking head.
You go first.
Hey, dummy, you didn't call me.
I'll watch for you. You watch for me.
Dave, what are you doing here?
I hit him. I was like, stay down.
By the way, just us watching this video, we're making better points and being funnier than anything in this prepared video. But me and Lewis came out of stand-up New York. We're blackout drunk. Well, I mean, not blackout drunk. We're hammered. A night of bruising inside. And this chick who was there, who was drinking.
But I used to fuck that chick too.
So she was hammered.
It'd be funny if you were blackout drunk and it happened when you guys ended up fighting a Honda Civic. Like, you have no idea what happened. Like,
there was no woman.
Oh, wait a second. There was no woman. I think we just beat up a Honda Civic.
Was that Honda Civic raping that oak tree? Because if not, we're not the heroes I thought we
Hey,
were.
Honda Civic, take the hint.
No means no, Honda Civic.
Scram, Honda Civic. You okay, tree?
No, but so this girl who was watching the show, she got drunk to the point that I think they cut her off.
She
and
was
she was kind of in the corner.
blackout.
She was like a problem. Like it was like, oh, someone's got to put her in a cab.
She's propped up like
And-
she was not.
Yes,
yeah.
and at one point
Barely
she just starts
walking
to
home,
walk
yeah.
out. She starts stumbling out. And I didn't even think, me and Lewis didn't even know she walked out, but we go outside, I think, to smoke a cigarette. And we're outside smoking a cigarette, and we're like, oh, shit, there's that girl. And she's across the street just stumbling up the block. And we're like, God damn it, she's going to be in trouble. And then some guy,
an Indian
literally,
guy, Indian
I
guy.
mean, it was like one of the creepiest things I've ever seen. This
Hello,
dude-
pretty lady. Where are you going today?
Dude, he walked up. He was not with her. We had seen her the whole night. This stumbling drunk girl walked up and put his arm around her almost as if to make it look like they had been hanging out the entire night and just start walking her up the block. And me and Lewis, both, of course, because the same thing you would do in the situation or you would do or any of us would do, we were like, whoa, buddy, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
what are you doing?
And me and Lewis ran up on this dude. Almost got in a fight, but he bitched out. And we were
Yeah.
like, who the fuck? And then just kind of shamed him. We were like, what the fuck's wrong with you that you're trying to pick up?
fucking...
And then we made her get in the fucking cab and
No,
go home.
and she was like, it's cool, guys. It's cool. We were like, just shut the fuck up. Go home.
So, now that we told you that story, here's 12 more insensitive rape jokes. Fuck you. I hope you all get raped.
You need it.
You're a black albino.
Rape. Everybody.
Rape. I'm against rape. That was a great chant.
Someone feels raped, then they were raped.
Oh.
Pause. No! No! I'm sorry. Something didn't happen.
Oh, stay down!
You can't say something happened because you feel it. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Feel raped.
That
You
was the
were
most
raped.
greatest reaction. Just the frustration.
I fucking can't.
Rape! Rape! Oh, Joe List!
I literally have to sit here and watch Joe List yap at me about that. If you feel something, it's real. How are we? How is that the feminist message? We're supposed to respect you as like an intellectual equal, and your message is my feelings are reality.
Yes.
If I feel something, then you have to pretend that that's real.
Baby, even if they feel raped, it doesn't mean you raped.
Play the end of the video. We have 15 seconds.
Feels raped, then they were raped. Even if your intention was to have fun sex with them.
It's their body. They get to decide.
I can't tell who's more effeminate.
So, don't rape anybody.
Wow. So Allison Klemp has now. I
Amazing
think
how many girls are very against this.
I
haven't met one yet that was like
every
this is a
female
great
comic
thing.
that has seen this that I've talked to about it has been like, that is fucking disgusting.
What are the comments on it though?
Oh, it's awful. They got like 80 dislikes. All people shitting on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did they say?
Yeah, see? Yeah, nobody likes them.
Ooh, feelings, huh?
It's lit from what I saw about it.
Victor's fighting someone on it. Looks like.
Yeah, Victor was going back at people. And I'd bring him on the show if you want to talk about this horse shit.
Sure.
Yeah, we've treated him with nothing but respect so far.
The feelings. So if I just felt that this video raped me, then I've been raped.
That's a great comment.
It's a great comment.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there was the best thing I ever saw was that chick Laura Sutherland. You know her? She's like this conservative. I think she worked for Breitbart maybe for a little bit, but she did this
They
thing
just
where
say what
she's.
she said. We don't know what the hell you're talking.
I think you know why I said that. No, I
Is
thought
Anthony's here?
I thought she might have been on Ann's show. I think she's been on Gavin's show.
Probably Gavin.
I thought she might have been on his show.
You guys familiar with political pundit?
She wrote a dissertation on the.
So anyway, she goes to
I
these
love her
people,
essays. Anywho.
She's like interviewing these feminists and arguing with them, and I love that she's a chick, so I guess she can do this. But she goes to them, and they were like, "We have to believe women who say they've been raped." And she was like, "Everyone, like every woman who says they've been
Wow.
raped, we have to believe." And they go, "Yes, we have to believe them." She goes, "Okay, you raped me." And it was just like the greatest moment ever. She goes, okay, you raped me. Do we have to believe me? Do we have to believe me now? And then they're like, well, no, you're lying. I'm like, yes, women can lie about rape.
That was the time to kill moment. Now picture
right
she's
there.
white.
I rest my case.
Goodbye, y'all.
Yeah,
All right.
People are getting mad right now about this. The football player, I guess the Florida Seminole player, who got 15 years for raping a chick at a party. And this Brock Turner kid only got 3 months. But people are like up in arms going like, oh, you're going to tell me white privilege doesn't exist? But I posted about it the other day. I was like, well, no. Okay, it's not the same state. It's not the same circumstances. This football player in Florida actually gang raped a girl at a party. A girl was passed out and him and a bunch of other dudes forcefully raped her.
After they lost.
Oh. That's even worse, to make things worse.
It wasn't even a celebration.
It was all anger.
It was all anger. The worst kind.
Where was that hustle out on the field?
You bastards! I laid 100 on you, and this is why. Where was that stamina out there for 4 quarters, you piece of shit?
That's fucking hilarious, dude. Fuck, that's funny. But Brock Turner, I didn't even follow the story that closely. I just assumed the guy was a piece of shit, and I think he is a piece of shit. But did I read right? He didn't actually rape the chick. He didn't penetrate the girl.
I don't know. I don't know that many details on the story, but anytime they'll do that one thing where they pick out one example of a black guy getting a hard sentence and one example, it's so stupid. It's like, dude, so I could picture they'll go one example of a white guy who gets tackled by a cop and one example of a black guy who gets off with a ticket.
Examples.
You can do all of this.
But here's the thing.
Anything.
That's what I'm saying. The whole thing is like, look, I don't have an argument with like, it sucks if a rapist gets out really easy or off easy. If you find someone guilty, beyond a reasonable doubt of rape, like, punish him. Everyone to punish him. Life, death. I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Right.
I don't have any strong feelings on. They should be like. Well, some should be let out early. It's like whatever. If they do that, if they force a woman to have sex, they should go to fucking jail forever or whatever you want to do to them. But I mean, like, this is literally saying like, look to your left and look to your right. All of you are rapists.
At one point today, each one of you will rape each other.
Well, they just make this whole video where there's nothing.
Look to your left. Look to your right. You're all being raped right now.
Those guys are
currently being raped. Those guys are currently raping you.
Yeah,
Think about the best sex you've ever had. It was rape.
There's no non-rape.
Well, that's the thing, and you make.
Well, by the way, and I said this
That's how they
before.
put
There's a lot of chicks fucking will claim to have been raped 6, 7, 8 times, and I'm always like, that's kind of wacky. I was like, what do you do? Where are you hanging out if you're being raped 7 or 8 times in your life?
And they will tell you these things where they're in these gray area situations where they're
Well, this is the point that I'm making. Though, by this standard, I kind of understand why women are saying they've been raped 8 times because they haven't been. They've regretted sex a bunch of times, and then afterwards wanted to justify it and be a part of something.
And why is this is what chicks don't have, right? And I've had this before. By the way, I don't want to say, but you know the example of this, the one that we used to talk to. There was this chick who was like kind of a little strange, who kind of had a thing for me. No, who's kind of trying to borderline rape me. Who I know who that is. Your first wife had said basically raped girls before.
To get you drunk.
This was her thing, was she would get guys very drunk, and she would. Now this is a chick I was not attracted to, but would serve you drinks in the hopes of getting you to go home. Now look, if I voluntarily
used to get hotel rooms on like when there was a party.
It's not rape. I just respect her hustle. There's nothing rape about it.
Well, let me make the point.
Try to line it up.
If there's a girl who I go in, and I would do this sometimes, I'd take the. Now I'd know I was 22 at the time, or something like that. Now I'd know she was a bartender. I know I didn't want to fuck her. I knew what she was doing, but I wanted some free drinks, so I'd take the drinks. Now if I take these drinks from her, knowing what I'm doing, and she gets me drunk enough to the point that I go, fuck it, let's go, boom.